Okay, this is interesting. So I'm not an attorney, so do not take anything I say or do or any of the videos as legal advice. It's just a learning video. Always find yourself a self-confident attorney or yourself to deal with the situation at hand. I never look straight forward. I always look around me to be able to protect myself by any means necessary. So every day, I learn. Sometimes I'll mislearn and then have to relearn. It's just part of life. Just to remind everybody out there, I'm an idiot. I'm just an average man. And just trying to get through life as best as I can. Alright, let's start off with this right quick. In court, anything to do with traffic, anything else really it matters, just gonna have to pinpoint it a little bit, right? To throw a cop in a curveball, okay, we gotta realize that officers officers is not qualified to make any determination of law, okay? So you got to figure out your ways of tricking them to answer something to get a case dismissed because, well, they're not qualified to answer it, right? Traffic violation, okay? We'll just go with that because it's most common use, right? Officer, do you have jurisdiction over my physical location? If the officer answers that, he made a legal determination. If he does not answer it, he still made a legal determination because now he's basically saying an acquiescence of he still pulled you over without having jurisdiction. So there we go on that one, right? Alright. Officer, do you have jurisdiction that the transportation codes apply to me? Are they assuming, or do they actually have jurisdiction that these codes apply to you? What factual evidence do they have that the transportation codes apply to you? Now, one way or the other, whatever he answers, he is still making a legal determination, either in silence acquiescence, or he just says, yes, I do. Well, that right there, he just made legal determinations, boom, dismissed. Okay? If you don't answer, well, then what was his reason for pulling you over? If my blinker was out, I should try transportation code violation. But yet he can't answer it. Alright, so this is kind of along the lines, a little different than transportation codes, but it's still kind of in the same category. So let's check this out.
I'm in the matter of matter here. What? In the matter of this thing.
Wait for it. Your ticket?
I was led to believe that there's some controversy, and I came to settle in, controversies.
Is it your car?
I am just using it, but there's a controversy that somebody's making a claim for. I'd like to settle.
Okay, so the violation is for having expired tax beyond 45 days.
Who's making this claim?
City. So
Is the city president?
Is the what?
Is that one the one that's making the claim?
What happened is an officer went out and saw that the tabs on a vehicle were expired, and so then issued a ticket to the owner of that vehicle.
And do you have any first-hand knowledge of this, or
Do I have any what?
first-hand knowledge?
No, I'm not the officer. So I work for the city, and we prosecute these tickets, and the people who issue them are the officers.
So is the city the claimant, the one that's making the claim that there's a controversy?
I'm not sure what you mean by a controversy. This is a parking ticket, or like a ticket for expired tabs.
I'm usually always told that courts are for claimants, right? One defendant, one plaintiff.
Right. The owner of the car would be the defendant, and the city would be the plaintiff.
Okay, so is the city present here to give first-hand knowledge on the matter, or where's the city?
I work for the city.
When was the last time that you have spoken to the city?
I think you're confused.
Well, does this court work on first-hand knowledge or hearsay?
The IR3C allows us to read into the record any sworn statement by an officer and any report that an officer has made. And so based on that court rule, I could read into the report, the police report, which I have on my file here.
But so are you personally bringing a claim against this controversy, or?
I'm confused. Is this your car?
Get all your videos ad-free and watch uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
Si su reclamo de seguro ha sido denegado y desea conocer sus opciones.
This controversy, or?
I'm confused. Is this your car?
I'm just using the property.
Yeah, that's okay, but that's not the answer to the question.
But I'm here to settle the controversy. If there's a controversy, I'd like to settle it. I'm just wondering, who's making the claim that there's a controversy? The city is?
The city has cited the registered owner.
Okay, so can I meet the city guy, or is that who's making a claim?
The city is an entity, like the town. Does that make sense?
So you're talking about the physical location?
No, I'm saying that the city is a party technically to this citation. And
But
then,
in order for there to be a controversy, there has to be two claimants, right?
right, and the city of Spokane, through its officers and through its prosecutors, is carrying out this ticket.
So can I meet the city guy, or
I'm the city. You're meeting me.
your name is City?
My name is Carly. I work for the city.
So, okay, Carl, does this court work on first-hand knowledge or hearsay information?
I just explained to you that IRLJ 3.3C allows the city, which would be me, to read into the record the sworn statement of the officer and his report in a sense as if he was here sitting on the stand testifying.
I mean, I'd like to settle the controversy. If there's a claimant claiming that there's a controversy, I'd like to settle, like make payments.
Sure.
But I mean, if you have never met this claimant, then is there a controversy between you and me?
I don't need to meet the claimant. The claimant is the city. I don't need to meet the officer who gave you the ticket because of IRLJ 3.3C.
So how does that apply to anything here?
I think you're confused.
Like, I mean,
This isn't a criminal case.
so I mean, like, question. Is somebody making a claim that there's a payment that needs to be made, or like who's making these claims in this paper? Did you make these claims? So the city wrote this document?
Yes. This is on behalf of the city.
Have you ever met the city in the first place?
The city isn't a person. The city is Spokane.
So that's something made up, or like imagination or something like that?
No, Spokane is real.
It's real, but what can we do?
I don't think you understand what's happening here.
Well, I was told there's a controversy, somebody's making claims, and I would like to settle the matter.
Well, I'm telling yeah. And so
So
you want me to explain it one more time?
if you're coming against, like, if you're saying making claims that I owe something or that I need to do something, can you show me the contract? Or
I can show you the statute that you're in violation of, yes.
so how does that apply to me or anything in this matter? Like, do you have any evidence of that, even if like I'm physically located in this area?
I have photos of the car and of the expired tabs on the car.
But even if you're saying that this so-called code, whatever statute, somehow applies? Do you have an evidence that it applies to me or to anything in this matter?
Yes. Do you want me to read you the statute?
I mean, you can read it, but does it apply to how
It applies
does
to
it apply?
every person in Spokane.
Is that your opinion or is that a
That
fact?
is the law.
A law? How does the law or anything apply to, let's say, me?
Well, you're in Spokane, so you have to follow the laws.
So just because I'm physically located,
Right.
can you show me the evidence of that?
This isn't really law school. You know,
I mean, somebody's
I'm not
making
going to give you an education on how the law works. I'm going to tell you, I can read you the statute
Yeah, but how does that apply to me, though?
because you're in Spokane.
So what if I'm in physically, or we're talking about physical location, or what?
There are different types of laws you can break, whether you're here physically or not. But this specific law would, if you own this car and this car is in Spokane, you must abide by the laws.
So you're making this claim?
Yeah, the city is making this.
So if the city's making
I work
claim-
for the city.
Okay, when was the last time you spoke to the city? If you're acting like first-hand knowledge or hearsay?
I'm not going to answer these questions anymore, sir.
But I'd like to, if there's a claim, if there's any controversy, I'd like to set the matter
Let
honorably.
me say the controversy. I'll pull it up. Okay, so this is a ticket. You have no temporary permit, no trip permit, no plate.
And who's me? Who do you think I am?
Well, you're here with this.
I mean, the matter of this, I mean, I've been known to use the property, but if there's someone making claims, I'd like to set
Are you
the
on the
matter.
docket for today?
Sorry?
Are you on the docket for today?
Well, it says inhabit, and I believe I'm an inhabit. I'd like to settle the matter. I mean, can we settle this honorably, or?
Well, yes. Okay.
I mean, I would like to settle it honorably if it's possible.
Okay, so you were in luck today because there was no registered owner information for the car. The car is apparently not registered, and because of that, it can't be linked to anybody. Right now,
I want to pause that right there. The car is not registered to anyone, so it cannot be linked to anyone.
so I can dismiss this ticket. It just said that you will continue to get tickets.
For me,
Did you get this?
I believe I'm an inhabitant, so somebody must be making this claim, so I'm here to settle the matter if it's
Did this
possible.
come to your house?
I've been known to use that place.
What does that mean? Do you live there?
I just use it.
You're using it, so someone else owns it.
Maybe.
Are you confused?
Do you want me to test?
See how he's avoiding their questions just the same as they are avoiding his questions. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
If I guess myself or
No,
what?
this is no one's testifying. You're just, I just don't know.
If you believe I'm confused, that's your opinion.
Okay.
But as I said, if there's anybody making claims, I'd like to settle it honorably and, go in our happy ways.
I'm gonna pause it here for a second. Alright, some people out there may call this a sovereign citizen thing. Alright, let's set the record straight. You cannot be sovereign and a citizen. This name has gotten out there so frequently that it's unbelievable how unknowledge people are about between knowing what sovereign is and what citizen is. But you cannot be both at the same time. You cannot be a sovereign citizen. Alright? So some of y'all may claim this as a sovereign citizen thing, but you cannot be both. However, what he is doing due process. Someone is making a claim. He has to right to settle the matter with someone. Alright? A place and a thing cannot speak. It cannot make claims. So therefore, your due process does not exist in here because there is no actual complainant or any really claim, because no person is speaking. There is not an injured party. There is no victim. Now this goes under the category of common law, but it's also going into due process. Just regular law. Alright? I have a right to face my accuser. If Spokane is saying that I have broken some codes or statutes, then Spokane needs to come and make that claim to me. But since Spokane is a thing, then it cannot say I harmed it, because it's not real.
Okay, so this just shows that we're dismissing this ticket that you brought in for inhabitant. I don't need you to sign.
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
Well, we don't know.
Alright, so free to go?
You want a copy of the dismissal?
Oh, it doesn't have an. So, sorry.
Okay,
You can have this. It's yours.
you can, I don't need this.
90% of people who feel tingling or numbness in hand.
Anywho, it is what it is, y'all. So he is doing a common law thing, but it's also due process. He's willing to settle the matter, but it has to be a victim, a man and woman. But just like for Walmart, if I stole property from Walmart, then there's a man and woman behind Walmart that's a victim, and they need to make the claim. Alright? We've gotten so out of touch of what real due process is that we just become a little sheeps and not question anything at all. We just assume. Cob parchers, you can't film me. Officer, do you have any jurisdiction saying that I can't be filming you? Do you have any jurisdiction to make any legal determination of me filming you? Little things like that. This is Diesel, We the People News. Bye, y'all.